Studies have shown that if scoliosis is not treated and people become older with spinal deformity, their quality of life is poor, similar to that of somebody who has cancer, heart disease, or lung disease. Having severe spinal deformity can be very painful and can constrict your lungs and not allow you to take a full breath or participate in normal activities.
We're here every week for physical therapy. Sometimes we're here up to 4 times a week. She has 7 different specialists she sees. It's really just made her very, resilient, I think is the word for it.
We were just afraid that she wouldn't have, the ability to walk at a young age, so that was a concern.
I remember a little while back, another kid had made a comment about her being slow, which really stopped me as a parent. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a thing. The doctors here at CHLA have been phenomenal. She has really amazing care. So they made that a lot easier for us by being very straightforward, being very open and transparent.
Bringing multiple different groups together actually further expands our knowledge, further expands the group of patients that we get to work with and learn from. And I think that the value that ICOS has had is allowed for these various different entities to come together and share their ideas.
We're really grateful that we have this here, but it does make me realize that there are the people who don't have access to that and who desperately need it. And in their own countries, they would either have to deal with whatever this curving spine does to their children, which ultimately squeezes their lungs, till they can't breathe. Or they're put on waiting lists for surgeries and treatments for a year to 2 years. And in that time, if you lose function in your lungs and you compromise that function, you can't get it back. The last thing we did before we went back into the cast, we all went to a trampoline park. And I just said, this is probably going to be our last time all together get on trampolines.
One of the challenges in treating kids with scoliosis is, it's a diagnosis that's, even though is pretty common to hear about, we really don't understand it. It requires a lot of research and education, and obviously those efforts don't happen without significant contributions on the parts of medical professionals, and then really importantly on the part of fundraising. Throughout this video, we've been able to see these kids that are really just directly impacted by the care that we're able to provide them. And we want kids all over the world to have access to that type of care. But that requires a significant contribution by not only us as medical professionals, but I think really the community at large, understanding the disease process and then feeling the ability to give something towards it. And hopefully we'll be able to achieve some of that.
The progress that have been made in our field wouldn't have been possible without dedication and support of study group members, staff, industry partners, and patients and their families, all committed working together to find solutions and do their best to improve the quality of life of our children. I would like to say thank you. Thank you for supporting our organization and helping our children to live and live a better life.